Welcome, beloved souls. I'm Vivia, and this is my channel, Your Souls Well, where I use astrology to help us break down and make sense of our world around us. Today's video is on the Mars-Uranus conjunction happening just around the corner, very early in the morning on July 4th. But if you're on the Pacific coast, it will happen roughly 11 p.m. at night on July 3rd. Now, this one brings a lot of charge with it. Mars and Uranus coming together. Mars, planet of action and lights the fire. And Uranus can be seen as the accelerant. Uranus, where anything and everything can change in an instant. So remember that Mars, this action planet of Mars, brings with it the sense of urgency. It is about momentum. Imparts to us the motivation to move us forward and enables our courage and our confidence. It helps us initiate and is connected to our energy. It is about our own energy system. Uranus, this planet that deals very much with awakening, revolt, and rebellion, and disruption. It has domain over things like innovation and technological disruption, sudden developments, anything unexpected, things that are surprising, sudden changes, and unexpected opportunities. It deals with sudden insights within us and flashes of inspiration. And of course, these two meeting up in Gemini Gemini deals with exchanges of ideas and information, communication. So communication also like social media and journalism, telecommunication. It's about our mind, thinking, learning, and our curiosity. It's mercantile. It deals with commerce, also with technology and transportation. It has domain over our immediate and everyday environment, like our neighborhoods where we live, and our siblings, cousins. It's fast. It likes fast movement and it's restless. So these coming together could have anything to do with any of these plus more. So quite broadly, these planets coming together deal with a lot of conflict. Mars itself deals with conflict and war and aggression. And these two coming together in the historical patterns, this alignment consistently correlate with outbreaks of war, bombings, starts of civil disruption. For example, the American Civil War and the American Revolution, both. But also in Gemini, it is about fighting with words, war of words, weaponizing information. So I do think so there's a lot of buildup around this. There's so much buildup around this protecting. There's so much buildup. Can you feel it? Can you feel the buildup of anticipation for this particular conjunction happening just around the corner? I can feel it. And in terms of all the negative things that could happen, I do hope, like all of us, that it's just a big, fat, old nothing burger. From people predicting new conflicts and wars starting up, particularly within the United States, or some type of attack, whether it's a physical attack on the United States or if it's within infrastructure, power outages, or cyber attacks, or perhaps earthquakes, volcanoes. And we know with Uranus that actually anything is possible. So any of these things or a combination of them could happen. Again, of course, in Gemini is about travel as well as movement and transportation. It's about social connections. And of course, some of these things could be disrupted too, because Uranus is so sudden, like the lightning strike, and it brings interruption. It could lead to instability that shifts the status quo. But remember too that it deals with technology and innovation. So I keep seeing that no matter what happens, that ultimately it leads to liberation, freedom, and that if there is any societal unrest that comes from this, it is to help liberate us, whatever changes come. And I know there's a lot at stake right now, and we're at this extremely pivotal moment. But I also want us all to remember that no matter what happens, we're going to be okay. And in saying that, it doesn't mean that your physicality continues, because even in death, we're okay. And if right now in the moment, it's not okay, it just means it's not the end. We have more to go through. And whatever we're going through, in the end, it's going to be okay. In the end, whatever disruption, whatever sudden changes, or shocks happen, it's going to serve our highest good. It's going to help liberate humanity, because we are not free right now. We are not free right now. I know that there is an illusion, and that illusion has started to really fall apart. Started in 2020 when Saturn conjuncted Pluto, the really big illusion that most people were under. Not that everybody believed, but most people believed that the world was okay on some level, especially in the Western world, throughout North America particularly. And since this July 4th is the celebration of the United States of America, the Independence Day, right? The Independence Day commemorates the adoption of the Declaration of Independence. That's a big deal, right? That's a big deal for all the world, not just for people who live in the USA. It's a big deal for the whole world. And it signifies a lot. It signifies liberty and freedom, freedom of speech, freedom to protect our way of life, so many things in that. Whatever happens will impact the whole world. And I just want to keep coming back to, no matter what happens, everything's going to work out okay. And it might not look that way in the beginning. It might not look like things will be okay. Again, going back to Uranus, Uranus likes to disrupt. Mars likes to cut. Things are going to change. That's for sure. That is absolutely for sure. Things are changing. How exactly they're going to change? Well, that's what nobody can really exactly say. We can give you these archetypes. We can pin it down to say that we think it could be this or perhaps that. But these are huge cosmic symbols of impulse, innovation, and intellect. So things are changing. Now, keep in mind too that if it does get pretty chaotic or conflict oriented, like civil disruption, the thing that also is really important for us to understand is that necessity is the mother of invention. Necessity is the mother of invention. And I keep hearing that. I keep seeing that throughout all of these things that are happening in the world, where the shock to the supply system, the shock to the oil supply, the shock to the fuel supply, the shock to the fertilizer and food system. But just know we're going to have solution after solution after solution come in. We will. It will happen. It is happening. And if things are planned by the dark forces that we spoke about, or I spoke about in the previous video I talked briefly about the dark forces that control the synthetic overlay, what many refer to as the matrix, which is not the true reality. It is not. There is one greater and more glorious than that exists, that we are coming back to. I know this wholeheartedly. So if these things are planned, if anything is planned to hurt humanity or hurt the earth, it will come to light. And remember that the karmic tithing says that what we give unto others, we get back multiplied. And that is the world that we live in. That is the universe's mirror. And we are living in those times where karma is coming back and consequences being served. So I never put it past those negative forces to use things like astrology against us. They do. It's one of the reasons why I urge people to learn astrology so you can understand the greater context of what is happening and prepare for the incoming energy. It's like trying to go to the beach and enjoy a beautiful day at the beach in the sun, in the warm sand, but there's a blizzard. Why would you do that? And that's what learning astrology helps us with. It helps us understand the influx of energy coming in and how to use it to our best advantage. Now, Mars in Uranus in our own lives is fantastic. It can really, everybody's chart is different. You have to look at your own chart, but in a chart, it can stimulate a lot of action, ignite intellectual curiosity that lead to breakthroughs and invention. And that's something that I actually see happening a lot too. It's one of the things that I think is going to happen that is happening and will continue to happen, because Gemini is more the common man or woman, right? The person, the everyday person. And with Uranus going through it, I think there's going to be a lot of invention and technology and things that disrupt the status quo through regular everyday people, not through big, huge conglomerates or company. I think it's companies it's going to come back to, and it has to. I think it has to. Just regular everyday people creating things that change the world and not needing permission. So that's one of the things that I keep seeing, and I keep coming back to, just the power to the people, obviously with Pluto through Aquarius and Pluto up being out of bounds, which I haven't yet talked about much, but I am gearing up for it to speak more to that. I can't go into the all signs on this one. I just want to remind us all, no matter what happens, everything is going to work out perfectly. And we have to, I've talked about this before, that how important prayer is, our spiritual connection, our connection to the earth, to one another, and how love is really what is going to save the day. It sounds so corny and so cheesy, but it is the truth. And we have to keep coming back to this. We have to keep coming back to how powerful we are and to not give our power away. I want to remind everybody how instrumental 2020 was, and how, with all the information that came out about what happened during 2020 and the years that followed, with all the information out there now, right? How that was planned. It wasn't natural. So again, look at how much it did to help move the needle point towards, well, yeah, you could say more control, sure, but look how many people awakened during that. Look how many people came together. I know I found so many people in my life now from the last few years that I don't think I ever would have met. So people are just realigning and coming together based on interest, based on frequency, based on what matters most to them, because everything else is falling away. And that's what I see happening with Mars-Uranus coming together, because Mars cuts away. Let it cut away all that no longer serves you. It is in connection here with the nodes of fate. It's still in aspect to a square with them, and it's still pretty tight. So implying that this is karmic, it is fated to be. There's destiny baked into this chart. Destiny of awakening, of humanity's awakening, of humanity's liberation from the forces that keep us from not even being able to talk on this channel, having to say pew pew and unalived, and can't talk about certain nations and what is happening in the world. That is not freedom. That is censorship, blatant, outright censorship. And until all of us are free, none of us are free. And that's just how it is. We're a collective. We're connected. There's no way around that. It's who we are as a people. Together. And together we'll figure out how to get through whatever is coming at us. Just want to thank you for being here on my channel. It means a lot to me. Yes, thank you for being here with me. I know I haven't really been consistent. Geez, I have so much in my own life going on. And I really appreciate you, especially those of you that have been here with me for so long, irrespective of my delinquency and being able to produce videos, and sending you all so much love. I really have so much appreciation for those of you who are here with me, and sending so much love to the world, to all the world. And yeah, just one more time, no matter what happens, everything is going to be okay. And if it's not okay, it's not the end, and just keep going. All right, beloved souls, I will see you on the next video.